You can't waste your money on me. I'm old and...
It looks like something incredible, but it was recently announced that despite the violent invasion of Russia, unbreakable Ukrainian creatives from Animograd Animation Studio announced they continue their work on the most anticipated and mysterious Ukrainian animated movie, Mavka, the Forest Song. Despite really dangerous working conditions, the studio continues to work on the project, and the movie will enter the final stage of its production on December 29, 2022. Here is everything we know about the movie and about its star-studded Ukrainian voice cast.
Squirrels? The forest demons?
There are so many reasons to say that Mavka is one of the most important projects for Ukraine at the moment. First off, the movie helps spread Ukrainian culture and acquaint the whole world with its mystical and extraordinary side. Mavka is based on Slavic myths and legends and reflects Ukrainian culture, and the crew was inspired by the classic poetic play, The Forest Song by Lesia Ukrainka, who is one of the most significant and important poetesses in Ukrainian history and culture. The movie producer, Irina Kostuk, explained that the story of Mavka is extremely important, especially in those times when Ukrainian culture is being crushed and destroyed by military actions, and the more people and countries learn and hear about how beautiful the Ukrainian soul is, the better. Our stories are our weapon, so we have to be loud. One of the instruments for us to be loud is to make a huge effort now not only to finish the production, but also to distribute the rights to as many countries as possible so that we are heard all over the globe, said the producer Irina Kostuk. Also, for that purpose, we are trying to involve international star talent, especially those who have publicly declared their support to Ukraine, to be the voice cast of our wonderful characters of the international version of the movie. According to another Mavka's producer, Evgeny Drakov, the distribution rights for the movie have already been acquired by 10 companies that operate on 20 international territories, including countries in Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa. This is a great thing as the movie will be shown in many countries. Another important thing to admit is that the film spreads the triumph of love and peace along with the unique folklore, culture, and artistry of the country. The story reflects the Ukrainian soul and sends the message to everyone that Ukrainians want to live in peace and they believe that love will save the world. Recently, the studio released a new video that featured how the Mavka team had to overcome to restart the production just days after Russia launched its full-scale war on Ukraine. They wanted to give the international audience a glimpse of what was going on and how it goes now as they decided to continue work on the project. In this video, you will see production workers, technical and artists trying to hide from bombs in shelters, but the production stopped only for a few days, and the team returned to work. The video also includes never-before-seen footage from the film, and if you haven't seen this video yet, you definitely should. It will give you the idea of what the team had to go through, and this is basically what every Ukrainian faced as well. We are longing for that very moment when audiences all around the globe, of both kids and grown-ups, will not only enjoy the beautiful imagery of our film and the exciting story, but will also learn the message that we've been trying to work on for so many years, Costa concludes in the video. The message that says, love and kindness will always win because love is the most precious thing we humans have.
So what do I have to do?
Find me the tree with this leaf.
Mavka project became super significant for Ukraine as it reflects Ukrainian culture and traditions. The work on the movie started back in 2017, and over the years of its development and production, Mavka has grown into a cross-media, multi-platform IP with a very high level of knowledge among local audiences. The filmmakers didn't expect the Mavka universe will grow as fast as it expanded on the market hugely. Now you can easily find Mavka products on the market such as foods, books, apparel, accessories, branding of spaces, etc. Plus, many new items are still in development, which means the universe of Mavka is not going to stop expanding. Many different organizations helped to create the film, and the universe has the support of the Ukrainian State Film Agency, the Ministry of Culture and Information Policy of Ukraine, and the United States Agency for International Development. Moreover, The Mavka movie is also notable for its attention to environmental details. The WWF Ukraine consultants helped artists and filmmakers with the creation of unique landscapes of Ukrainian forests and mountains, and you will be fascinated by the views you will see in the movie. You will encounter unusual creatures and natural habitats that the filmmakers tried to draw attention to by implementing them into the plot and settings.
You're laughing, and then...
So?
Not only the animation will blow your mind, but also the plot and the background of the animated movie. As we have already mentioned, the film is based on Slavic myths, legends, ancient rituals, symbols, and patterns that decorate the costumes of their characters. You will get acquainted with the Slavic traditional folk melodies and the Ukrainian classic poetry play The Forest Song by Lesia Ukrainka. But what is Mavka and what's her story about? Mavka is the guardian of the heart of the magic forest and its soul, and she falls in love with an ordinary village guy who happens to be a gifted musician. Mavka lives in forests, and this is her world, which makes it difficult for her to express her feelings to Lucas, the village guy, but eventually her feelings force her to face an impossible choice between love and her duty to protect her world. In short, Mavka is a symbol of selfless love, protection of nature, harmony, and unity of two universes, the world of the forest and the world of the people. Mavka is a strong female character from Ukrainian legends. She strives for peace in her world, like millions of Ukrainians and people across the globe do, says Oleg Malamuz, the movie's director. Together with other female characters of Anna Magrad's animated features The Stolen Princess in 2018 and Roxalana in development, Mavka embodies the strength of the spirit of a Ukrainian character. Along with Mavka and her beloved Lucas, you will meet other creatures that you have never seen before. You will be introduced to Mavka's faithful friends Swampy the kitty frog, the grumpy forest housekeeper Hush, beautiful water nymph Ondine, and other characters from the world of forest and the world of people will appear and be first heard on screen. As for the main female antagonist, we have the insidious and greedy Kylina and her henchman Frol, a fashion designer and Kylina's head minion, and Eric and Derek, two strong, tough, and straightforward mercenary brothers. Even though for people who are not familiar with the Slavic culture, it may seem a bit difficult to understand the names and essence of creatures, when you will start watching the movie, you will get it all.
Maybe it's time for things to change.
People say that behind the dark mountain...
It looks like everything is amazing about this movie. The plot, the message, the animation, and of course, the voice cast. The Mavka team has officially announced the list of the most significant Ukrainian stars who voiced characters. The movie is studded with popular singers and celebrities. Luka was given his voice by Artem Pivovarov, who is a very popular Ukrainian musician. The antagonist Kylina was voiced by actress and showwoman Olena Kravets, and the belligerent mermaid Vodyanitsa was voiced by the frontwoman of the hard-kissed band Yulia Sanina. The singer and actor Zizio, Mikhailo Koma, got the role of the grumbling and restless but a prudent friend of Mavka, Shumnik Hook. The studio has not yet announced the voice of the main character Mavka and other characters, but we hope it will happen closer to the release date. As for the international voice cast, it promises to be the same fabulous. But at the moment, there is no information about the world stars who voice the characters in Mavka, but we will keep you updated when we get information.
I am Mavka, the soul of the forest.
Are you excited to watch Mavka when it hits theaters? Do you think this movie is going to be really good? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!
I'm not so sure he came back from the forest empty-handed.